Hi Krishna. So, another hard topic. Women and Vaishnavism. Women according to God. The nature of women, the nature of men and women. And also be briefing on women of Kali Yuga. So, a lot of people, as I spoke about in the Bhagavad Gita series of sexuality, are basing their ideas of right and wrong on Kali Yuga. So if something in today's society seems not right or right, then that's what they base it on. So if something in today's society seems like it's off the charts or like, oh, that's so old-fashioned, then they base that on, well, that must be right because that's what the society is thinking right now. And that's not true at all. As a matter of fact, we should pretty much be the opposite because we know it's Kali Yuga and things are actually getting worse instead of better. So especially with this idea of women and, you know, what women are becoming in this age, a lot of people are becoming to think that that is the right way to view women. For example, in modern feminism, women think that what women power is to make a woman be able to show herself, to flaunt herself, to sleep with as many men as she wants, and to just completely degrade herself. But in modern feminism, that's seen as women power, which is actually the complete opposite of what empowering a woman is actually about. And even in Srimad Bhagavatam in Canto 12, when they talk about Kali Yuga, it says that that's what will happen to women of Kali Yuga. It says, because of the bad qualities of this Kali Yuga, human beings will become short-sighted, unfortunate, gluttonous, lustful, and poverty-stricken. The women, becoming unchaste, will freely wander from one man to the next. And this is in chapter 3 of Canto 12, and in the previous chapter, which is Symptoms of Kali Yuga, it talks about how the manliness or womanliness of a person will be based on their expertise in sex. So that we see with men, especially, that a man says, oh, I'm so manly because I know how to have sex and things of that nature. So in this book, Teachings of Queen Kunti, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 8, Verse 20. This is Queen Kunti talking to the Lord. She says, you yourself descend to propagate the transcendental science of devotional service unto the hearts of the advanced transcendentalists and mental speculators, who are purified, being able to discriminate between matter and spirit. How then can women know you perfectly? And she's saying that because, and later Prabhupada says in this book, because this is written by him, says women in general are unable to speculate like philosophers, but they are blessed by the Lord because they believe at once in the superiority and almightiness of the Lord, and thus they offer obeisances without reservation. The Lord is so kind that he does not show special favor only to one who is a great philosopher. He knows the sincerity of purpose. For this reason only, women generally assemble in great number in any sort of religious function. In every country, in every sect of religion, it appears that women are more interested than the men. So, yeah, just because women may not be able to think like a man, that doesn't mean that she isn't blessed by the Lord, that she is able to have that kind of devotion. And we see that through many great women like Mirabai, Andal, Queen Kunti, Radha. They are seen as so great. And as we know, Bhakti Yoga is better than Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga and all those things. That Bhakti Yoga is seen as the highest. So in that way, we see that this view, Vaishnava's view of women, is not degrading women at all. As a matter of fact, it's doing the opposite. You know, as women, we may not be able to speculate, and I'm not saying that women are stupid, that's not true. Women are very smart, there's a lot of smart women, but I know from, you know, being a woman in general, that in general, but being a woman, it's easier for me to just love God and to show that devotion than it is to just sit and like read and speculate on all these philosophical things. I mean, I still like to learn. Learning is cool, but I'm more of a devotional, emotional kind of person, and that is the nature of most women, to be more emotional and devotional. So that is not a degradation of women at all. So if somebody wanted to be a true person that's empowering a woman, if you want to really stand up for empowering women, you should embrace the fact that being a woman is different and has different natures and has loving natures. And I don't know why this modern society, this modern feminism, thinks that womanliness is a bad thing. I don't know why they think that embracing being a woman and wanting to be loving and mother and just emotional, I don't know why that's ever seen as a bad thing. You know, because in today's society, being smart and being intelligent and philosophical and all this is seen as powerful, and that's seen as power. That's why there's so many people who are atheists and they think that they're better than people who are Christian, because Christians tend to be more emotional. People who are religious are more emotional in general. So that's why that mentality got put on the women of this Kali Yuga. So they think that embracing their womanliness and being emotional and being motherly and devotional is seen as less than being philosophical and being strong and all this, but it's really not. There is nothing wrong at all with embracing that quality, because Krishna loves that quality. Krishna loves that quality in women so much. That's why he loves his mother Yashoda and mother Devaki, and he loves Radha, and he personally showed up for Mirabai and Indal, and he just showed so much compassion for these women because they had this deep love for him in this devotion to Krishna. We all know that Bhakti Yoga is so important. So even though men do have Bhakti Yoga and they are completely capable of being devotional just like women, because everybody has some manly qualities and some womanly qualities, they need to embrace that aspect to be devotional. So women now in modern society are trying to look up to men to be more manly, when in reality men in this society should look at traditional women who are motherly and loving and modest and devotional and use them as an inspiration, but still keep their manly aspects, not trying to be a woman in any way. So I'm going to link some videos in the description that are similar to this, some lectures by Bhakti Vikasa Swami that are about what I was just talking about, the how Bhakti is feminine. Yeah, there's actually a whole lecture called Bhakti is Feminine, which is really cool. So I'm going to link that and some other lectures that are similar to this. I hope you enjoy. Hare Krishna.